There's no indicator. Well, I guess it does say live right here. Of course, you don't see that. Well, maybe you do. I don't know what you see. I know you see this. Restream. A big unwanted commercial for the service I'm using right now. And I'm testing. Normally I use a program called vMix, and I'm in the other studio, which is much more exciting than this boring one. And, you know, I got a lot of control. I can see what's going on right now. I'm using Restream, the service that I use to distribute the show to 3 different places. They've got their own little built-in, hi Jane, they've got their own little built-in, live studio. So I'm just playing with it a little bit. In the boring room. This room, just as a piece of trivia for you, not that you asked. Hi, Dina, Jason. This room used to be where the Bob Doyle Show was broadcast. The desk would sit behind me. There was a green screen here. Oh, these were times a year ago. And then we moved everything into the other room, and this room became just kind of my voiceover room. As you can see, this is exactly how I look when I'm doing it. I'm leaned into the microphone just like this, using this voice or something extremely similar. And VR. See, there's so much space. What you don't see over here is a desk where Tracy sometimes sits. See, I like to just bring you behind the scenes sometimes. You get a feel for what it's like to, I don't know, watch me talk about my room, I suppose. Jason, that's kind of you to say, but I'm going to have to beg and plead with you to differ. Hey, Dina, are you on your, you want to help me with the test? If you're on your phone and you can get on a camera or whatever, I want to test this. I can invite a participant, and I send you a link, I think. I would send you a link via Messenger, I guess, and then you'd click it, and who knows what would happen. Ideally, you'd show up somewhere, and I could click you in, and I just want to test it. She said, sure, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so hold on. I'm going to copy this. I guess I'm going to have to find... Hold on, I guess you're just seeing me. I'm popping over to Messenger, and I'm going to find Dina. And there she is. I'm going to send her this link. I'm going to come back if I can find you. There I am. Hi. I can have up to 10 people in the stream, it says? That's insane. So apparently, I guess I'm using the free version of Restream, or at least a scaled down version. I thought I was paying enough to make this go away and have all the features. Hi, Lucy. All right, so we're gonna see what happens. Hi, Kathy. Look, it's my whole afternoon gang is hanging out. So we're just waiting to see what will happen when Dina clicks that link. And if I'll see anything here, and if I can bring her in and we can have a conversation, and if there's feedback, and I don't know, I just love testing stuff. But it drives Tracy crazy when I test stuff on the show. Here's the thing I'll test while I'm just waiting. Thank you, Lucy, you are too. I'm not just saying that because you said it to me. Oh, wait, can I do this? That's pretty cool. We'll just leave that up there for a while. No, I'm just kidding. Look at that. I can just click and show your comments just like that. That's a lot easier than how I do it. Well, kind of, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I like it. There's Jane saying cool. Now, how do I hide this? How do I make the comments go away completely? I guess we'll just leave Jane up there saying hi. I don't know how to make it go away. You'd think it would say, if I click on show, it would then say hide, right? But it doesn't. It just is there forever. What if I'd accidentally click something that, whatever. Wait, I know. Let's see what happens. Maybe this will make it go away. Ah, look at that. A little commercial. I'd love to say, oh, hi, you caught me hard at work on tomorrow's webinar about gifting your way to a revenue stream. But you know what? I'm not hard at work on it because it's going to be so simple and efficient. It's done for me already, basically. What webinar are you talking about? What you're asking me? You mean you don't know? You haven't heard about it in all the papers? You heard about it in the papers. You know, the papers that talk. They're all abuzz about this webinar tomorrow. And look, I don't want to call it a webinar, but I also don't want to call it a training. You know what it really is? It's me and Tracy hanging out with you saying, hey, here's an idea. But we don't know what else to call it. We're using Webinar Jam, so we just feel like all right, it's a webinar, I guess. We're teaching something on the web, but it's not a seminar. We're just sharing this really cool idea with you. If you're in the business that gives gifts to your clients as a thank you, or I don't know, whatever reason you give, look, it's none of my business. I'm not trying to pry. Problem with this, I have to go over here. Now I can see your chats again. If you give gifts as part of your profession, we've got this way that you can turn that gift into a revenue stream. And look, you guys, who doesn't want a new revenue stream these days? Oh, I see. You've got enough revenue streams. You don't need another one. And you certainly don't need it as easy as giving a gift. I don't know why I'm taking this tone with you. You're my friends. But if you or someone you know, or really if you just like giving gifts to people, you know what? You don't even have to be a frequent gifter for this to be a lucrative idea for you. But if you are, so we're thinking like our realtor friends, I don't know, our insurance agent friends, who gives gifts? You get a client and you give them a thank you gift. Hi, Jaxie, Bo Baxie. Oh, she's in a chat. It wouldn't work for your phone. Oh, I see. Well, at least I understand priorities. The thing you were already doing is more important than this thing I threw on you at the last second. Okay, I see what this is about. Let's see what happens when I show that. All right, that makes that go away. So I don't know. There's got to be a way to hide everything. There's got to be a way. Well, let's see. Who else is on here who has a camera? Lucy, you want to do it? You want to help me? I'm just testing to see how to bring people in this particular format. But anyway, so this webinar tomorrow, this thing we're doing, this hanging out, this party we're having is should be short and sweet and to the point, really. I'm going to draw it out. We're going to get right into it. I don't like messing around. I don't. Ask anybody. Go ahead. I'll wait. You can ask each other. Hey, Jason could ask Lucy. Hey, Lucy, says Jason. Does Bob like messing around? And Lucy can come back and say, no, he likes to get right to it. Which, obviously, if you watch the Bob Doyle Show, you know is a blatant lie. It takes me at least 11 minutes to get to anything. Oh, wait. Dina says, do you see me? I'm in. I don't. Hold on. I'm clicking. Do you see me somewhere? This is good, though. This is why we do the tests. I'm looking at captions. I'm looking at graphics. I'm looking at setup. Oh, I could have done the title and description there. Okay. Well, that's weird. So where are you, I wonder? It seems like you're doing it right. What do you see, Dina? Your chat. It says the chat. My chat. Hold on. Restream. I'm looking at the thing. I sent the click, and I don't know. Oh, you're in my chat. I don't know. Okay, now we don't want this. What you're witnessing right now is a short circuit. It's not pretty. It happens when I'm trying to do too many things. Dina sees herself. I don't see yourself. Or I don't know. Well, look, you know what? It was a test, and I'm going to call it a failed test. And I guess I'll figure it out later. I don't know. If you could see what I see, which you probably can, because I think I can share the screen. But I don't know. It's always weird to share your screen. I always get really when someone's sharing a screen, like their own screen during any kind of a presentation, I get a little nervous. Here, I'll take this off, I think. Okay. Now, so that's one way I can do it. I can show a comment, go over here, show this, hide this, boom. Clear screen, got all this real estate. Just to say, Bob Doyle. And I think I can change the colors. Let's find out. Let's change the primary color to turn, well, it didn't do it. So I don't know. What were we talking about? Anyone? Oh, I got to go to the chat to be reminded what we were talking about. All right, so Dina left. Well, I'm sorry. Hey, Natty. I don't know, Dina. But I appreciate your attempt. I really do. It means the world to me. But there's all these little buttons that look like they have to do with bringing somebody in that I was very excited about playing with. And yet, I can't. Adam asked someone, does he like to mess around? And I don't see anybody answered. So Adam's a team player. He jumped right in. He did it. And then he didn't get an answer. Anyway, well, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can test here. I tested my captions. Can I do more than one caption? Let's find out. It looks like you can stack the captions. Not on top of each other, but like have several to choose from. Here's another one. Look, it's the dog. Sophie, come here. Come here. No. I don't, when they just, they would prefer to be picked up, but they're just out of reach and they sit just out of reach. Like I can't lean over enough to get her. Oh, wait. How about this when you reach down to pick up a small dog and then they throw all their weight back and you can't do it with one hand? All right, there's Sophie. We've been working on getting the extra hair off of her and getting the black stuff from under her eyes. She actually goes back to her original owner, her true owner, her actual owner on Friday. That's right. She's going away. Hold on, add this caption. And let's see if I can do both. There's another one. There's another. Oh, look, there's where the color changed. I thought it would change my name. Obviously, it didn't. Maybe I can change it in the setup. Nope. Chat, captions, graphics. Nope. I guess I haven't. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. How about this? Bob the Doyle. There, it changed then. I just had to type something new. But I don't really want this color. Oh my goodness. And I don't want the in there. There. Now we're back to normal, ladies and gentlemen. Now the problem is I can't play sound effects of applause, and I feel like I'm losing control of the animal. So hold on. Let's give her the proper amount of holding respect. Hey, Steve. Steve, thanks for the views, man. Steve Witchell, ladies and gentlemen, our featured musician on Musical Monday this week. He shared the broadcast with the Cover Band Central group, and it shows. So we appreciate that. She's very sweet, because this is basically, what this is all about. She just is like a stuffed animal that goes around and says, okay, here I am. Hold me and rub my tummy and whatever, and I'll lick you. I mean, this is it. She's just about this. And sleeping. And licking. A lot of licking. So it is with mixed feelings that we will be returning her to her rightful owner. But although she is freaking adorable, you know what I'm going to say, right? I don't need to be taking care of a dog right now. And we're not set up for it. And this is actually a pet-free home. But I have permission to watch animals for a short amount of time. You see what she's doing? She's playing me. And that's why I can't have this. Because all dogs can play me. It only takes a couple of days, and I'm done. Like when this dog, she was only supposed to be here for a couple of days. And now it's been 3 weeks. And so now, she's got me. Except for the fact that I really don't like the whole having to take her out to do her business because it's 115 freaking degrees here. And our neighborhood is rocks. And it takes forever is what I'm saying. So we can only do it early in the morning, all right, or late in the evening, and then suffer through a few little quick. Why am I telling you this, you ask? Look, you showed up. Yes, I will, Jane. Now, see, Natty, thank you. This is how you do it. This is how you consume the Bob Doyle Show. I wish everybody could get this. This show, it can be watched. Sure. There's things to see, Tracy mostly. But mostly it's just, we're just hanging out, right? It's the perfect play it in the background. And then when we say something that you just got to comment on, you rush over and you thumb a comment, but then you go right back to cooking or doing whatever you're doing. It's been scientifically proven that our show lowers blood pressure. It hasn't. But I'll bet you it does. I'll bet you as soon as the show starts, there's just something that just happened. And look, I'm not taking the credit. It's just the magic of broadcasting. Yeah, I can't, let's see. Have I been fostering her? Yeah, well, sort of. She belongs to Tracy's friend who was moving. And then they went on a little vacation. And now they're back. And I guess they want their dog. What? That wasn't part of the deal. It was. But we've already had to give her 3 baths because when it's 100 and something out here, and if the dog's outside for a second, right? They walk in, hot, sweaty dog smell. We all dog owners know it. And it's automatic and it doesn't go away. I mean, it lessens a bit, but when they crawl up into the bed with you, it's like, no, we're going to have to do another bath. This isn't even my dog. To be fair, Tracy's doing the bathing. I have to hold her sometimes for the cutting of because she's insistent on trimming this, on grooming this dog somehow. I'm like, we're about to give her back. Anyway, that's just me being me. There. Now I can clear the screen. See, and for those of you just scrolling by, that was just a subliminal thing. Why do I want to go to bobdoyleshow.com/gifting? I don't know. Oh, because this applies to me and people I know. See, it was fate. Fate brought you here. You thought it was just because you wanted to see the boring room. And look, it's boring, and it doesn't help that I'm wearing the most boring colors. This truly is the most drab color palette you could, and this is in color. This is just off from being black and white by like this much. This is like full-on natural sepia. There's no filter. This is really what it looks like. But when you got the VR helmet on in here, then it's not boring because you're wherever, doing whatever. So to me, it's worth it because if I had too much stuff on the walls, it's in danger of getting hit, falling off. But actually, I say all of that, and we're about to move everything back in here, I think. I don't know what we're going to do about the VR exactly, how it's going to set up. But we're up-leveling everything in the Bob Doyle Show. Well, that's right. You're going to be like, what? But Bob, your green screen backgrounds, what about those? I mean, it's like why we watch it, honestly. It's certainly not your ability to remember what you're talking about at any given moment. Well, I'm going back and forth on that. I think maybe if we upgrade the equipment so that the chroma key that I use, by the way, you've joined a production meeting in progress with 2 people. Here's the, can I just be honest with you? Come a little closer. Look, I know we do a lot of crazy stuff on the green screen. It's all good fun, right? We all have fun with this. But now we've got 2 different opportunities to put this show on actual television networks. Two different opportunities to take the existing show, like the programs that already been done. And I'm like, I don't know. Because when you see the screen, when you see the show with all of its dancers and green screen and everything blown up on a television set, you really see that, oh, I think this guy's using a webcam. And while they may accept it, I don't want it out there like that. So that's why I wanted to move to a practical set, meaning not green screen, like real stuff. Which I still, whoa. Sorry. I faded into a dream for a second there, which I still think I may want to do. But if we upgrade the equipment and I can get a broadcast quality chroma key, well, then that changes kind of everything. Because then I can take what I'm doing up to an even other level. Who knows? But we were I did an interview yesterday for a TV show. That's right. And the studio where we did it, which is actually one of these networks I could put the show on, turns out, has this great, huge room, 3 walls of green screen, all lit, furniture and stuff. It's just very modular. I'm like, this right here. 3 cameras, somebody running things, and infinite possibility. So, stay tuned. No, I won't hold her for ransom, Jane. Now, if she'd been groomed, maybe. But we definitely are getting her back in better shape than we got her, like by a long shot. 3 baths and grooming. And not to mention, she's being very well taken care of. She's got Bob Doyle in charge. Well, Natty has a Doberman Pinscher. She has a heart problem. Oh, it's so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking when that happens. We all wishing her the best. Stroganoff, it really seems like you should be able to hide messages from the stream. Wait a minute. Oh. It was there the whole time, right at the top. But the chat isn't scrolling automatically. It's like I'm having to. Yes, I almost matched that. It's not a cabinet. There's no cabinets. This is a closet wherein lies a cabinet. Do you have X-ray vision, Jane? I wouldn't be surprised. And that's just a curtain. It's a room darkening curtain that doesn't have the panel behind it that really makes it room darkening. So it's a poor man's room darkening curtain. And a fan for coolness. Gets pretty hot up here in the desert. Did I mention 114 degrees several days in a row here? But right now, as we speak, there's thunder in the distance. It's not going to get to us probably. But there's a breeze. There's clouds in the sky. It's a little bit windy. So I was just walking the puppy just before this broadcast so that I could subliminally invite you to this party that Tracy and I are having tomorrow, disguised as a webinar, so that we have something to call it. Just before that, took her out for the walk to see if she would, do a little something, which she did. So she's wagging her tail in appreciation of my appreciation. But yeah, windy. Oh, it was nice. Smelled like rain. You know that smell? We haven't had rain here in forever. On some live stream I did, literally months ago, I wrote in chalk on my back little porch area, this little slab of concrete, Instagram.com/Bob Doyle Show. It's still there in chalk because not one bit of moisture has fallen from the sky in all of that time. It is dry, ladies and gentlemen. Did y'all see SpongeBob SquarePants? Who watches it? Type 1 for yes, 2 for no. Who's ever seen it? SpongeBob SquarePants. Come on, Dina. You have children. SpongeBob SquarePants. Early days. There's an episode where he first meets Sandy. And she invites him into her little dome. But there's no water in there because, she breathes air. She's a squirrel, you see. Certainly you all know the SpongeBob SquarePants thing, right? Okay. So he comes in there, but they're just meeting. So he doesn't want to be rude, but there's no water and he needs it because he's an underwater creature, you see. SpongeBob is. He lives in a pineapple under the sea. Is this jarring your memory? So anyway, he goes into the dome and he starts drying out. It's painful to watch as a viewer because they really draw it up good. And he talks like this, Sandy. And that's how I feel all the time. All of that was just to tell you how I feel. during the day. I mean, I've got my water right here. You can probably hear it in my voice. It's just I feel Sandy. And somehow the idea of like getting in a pool doesn't do it for me, because now I'm so aware of like chlorine just probably sucking in. Just it's like, that's not what I want. I want a freshwater something or other, so I can just. You want to hear that again? Yeah, I know it wasn't exactly alike. I wonder if it was at all alike. It was about the same time. Megastorm last night there, Jane had, I said that in a poor order, freaked out the cat. I miss thunder too, Jane. That's why we play it all the time around here. Alexa, tell ambient noise to play thunder. She's not listening because it's not Alexa in here, it's Echo. Echo, tell ambient noise to play thunder. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen, thunder. I think you'll hear it. I don't know. But yes, we play thunder around here all the time because I have to dream. I don't know when we're ever going to have it again. Well, we had thunder way over there by the mountains. I could see it on a map. But it didn't look like it was headed my way. But it was nice to smell it. You know what I'm talking about? Sure you do. Hide message from the stream. See? Button right there all the time. It is cut off, though. To be fair, it's cut off. Something's not right. I wonder if no, it's just cut off. Well, we had some fun together, you and I, all of us here together, having fun, as I tested in the boring room. Even though it was the boring room, I talked for how long? I have no idea. There's no timer going. Although Jane just said, yep, can hear, and the timer is marked 17:49:04, so I guess maybe I've been talking for about 18 minutes. Does that sound right? Does that feel true to everybody watching? Look, I don't know how I delude myself to think that this kind of nonsensical stream of consciousness banner can hold anyone's attention. I don't know why I continue to think that that's a thing, but clearly I was feeling chatty today. People popping in and out to see the boring room. I'm doing this because I do like the way it looks, though, honestly. I like the font that's used. Now, can I get rid of my name, though? Let's see. My name. Participant's name. Boom. Gone. Just one more time. If you're in an industry that gives gifts to people, Dina, I'll bet you do. You could. Revenue stream. You know, let me just say this. Can I just say this? I don't know if you've noticed what's going on in the world right now, but it's a little bit wacky. And I know a lot of people who are in serious financial problems because their income stream was cut off. Maybe they only had one or whatever. And I feel like, you know, Tracy and I have shared that what we're focusing on now is helping people with revenue streams. And it's amazing the resistance that you can run up against, even when a person is struggling. And I feel like today we are in a time now where it's time to kind of like be a little bit more I'll tell the story another time. But anyway, the point is that I invite anybody to explore possibility. Explore possibility. If it's not for you, you go, no, it's not for me. But you explored possibility. You knew what you were talking about. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're going to move this so you can see the dog one more time. Oh. Oh, man. All right, that's redonk. Sorry. To me. Because I've already seen, like, day one with her, when I saw that, I probably wouldn't have thought, oh, that's so adorable. She's laying sideways. But then when you know what happens, you click in, and now everything they do is precious. Can't you see that she's clearly the most, it's like people with their children. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Steve, you're one of the ones who have, you mean dealing with the with the revenue stream issue. Right, exactly. So we're just trying to help people think outside the box. Look, I know what sucks to do out there, and I don't do that stuff. So I promise you, if I'm doing it, it doesn't suck. That's the Bob Doyle guarantee. What? How can I even say that? I'm just saying it. Don't. You can strike that from the record. It's truly meaningless. I've absolutely overstayed my welcome. But did I? If you didn't watch the show this morning, you don't know. And this is the last piece of useless trivia I'm going to share with you right now. These are new glasses. They are glasses with the proper prescription. They are progressive lenses, which I resisted for years and said, I just can't do those. This is another example of me going, Bob, can you afford to have that stupid, closed-minded attitude about your vision? Well, after a year of buying dollar store glasses and feeling like I'm ripping my optic nerves out of my head, I finally have a pair of glasses that I can keep on during the day and see when things are close and see when things are far. The reason I lost all my glasses, ladies and gentlemen, was because I constantly had to take them off because they weren't for every task. So if I'm talking or looking across the room, I had to take them off. So I'd put them down. Then I'd go upstairs, sit from my computer and go, I can't see. And I put them downstairs. Where are they? But now, I know this sounds simple, but to me, this is a freaking life changer. And you're like, Bob, why did you wait so long? I'll tell you why. Because I had this preconceived notion that I wasn't going to like these progressive lenses because I tried them before. And I felt like I just had tried everything and I was frustrated. That's why. And I keep losing my glasses. So I had a whole thing about it. But then it got so bad the past few weeks. It got so bad. My vision was so bad. I was tired all day, just absolutely just drained, all because of that. Let's go. We went. She was a great eye doctor. And here we are. I got my life back. I put them on, and I swear to God, I was a little verklempt. Like, oh my God, I'd been like I thought my far vision was okay, and then you go like this, and you go, oh. So, there you go. All right, what's happening? That's what's happening tomorrow. I guess she's referring to the webinar thing. Get us strong for them so you don't lose them. If you mean that little thing that hangs around your neck, I have a handful of them that Tracy got me, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to lose these. Just like I can assure you that I'm not going to lose my phone. I've never lost my phone. I've misplaced it for a minute or two or whatever. But the reason I don't lose or drop my phone is because in my mind, this thing is important. It's got I can't have a careless attitude about it. I lost 2 in water when I first started buying these things, and that was enough. And now it's like, all right, same thing here. Like as soon as I put these on and realized they were a solution, I'm like, well, I'm not going to lose these. Do you get why? Because I immediately made that as important, like it's like life, right? It's like I'm not going to lose life. Quality of life. I gained. So it's like, we'll see. Check me in a week. Yeah, I lost them. But I don't think I'm gonna. And really, Tracy pointed out the reason I lose them is because I took them off all the time. And it's almost still habit when I walk out of a room to take them off, just out of habit, because I feel like now I go out, now I have to adjust how I see. And I'm like, no, I don't have to do that anymore. I knew you'd get it, Jane. Jane gets why. You guys are all very smart, conscious people. And I even know how to hide the message from the street. Well, look, I've learned stuff here today. Have you? I just used up a little bit more of your time. That's pretty much what we do here. But we try and balance it out by giving back with things like this. All right, well, I can't start any video with fancy dancers. They have the capability to play videos and other things, but you have to buy the upgrade or whatever. And I'm probably not really going to use this except for things like this after, like I'm just hanging out in this room and I want to go live. I'm going to be using the setup I have that doesn't say freaking Restream on it, right? And I tell you what, too, Restream, the replay of this better be in 720. It better be in HD. It better If it is down to 480 or whatever, not that this picture deserves high quality. It's the boring room. But I just don't like that. I don't like it. Some of you know what I'm talking about. You know, you want it to look. All right, I'm going to click this. I'm going to click this button that says finish, and I'm going to assume that that's what's going to happen. Give you a month, and it'll be a habit to not take them off. Oh yeah, it'd probably take less than a month, because this had a huge, immediate, emotional impact. That's how we get rewired, my friends. Okay, I'm going to click the finish button now. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's going to say, "Are you sure?" Fair question for me.